Hi everyone, how's it going? If you are new here, my name's Ben and welcome to our channel. A very special warm welcome to anyone who has recently joined us from Tumblr. It's great to have you here. Thank you to everyone who joined us for the premiere of our live concert that we posted up back in December. It was great chatting to everyone as the video went live, and we hope to do something similar in the not too distant future. We're coming up to a year since the world turned upside down, and I hope this video finds you in good spirits. Vaccines are being rolled out pretty fast in the UK. Things are starting to look positive. I don't want to jinx it or anything, but there are brighter days ahead, and we're starting to rebook some gigs that were cancelled last year, and I'm really excited and looking forward to performing again from the summertime onwards. I wanted to share an idea with you. I had this idea before we went on tour last March in Spain, and I've not had much of a chance to share it with anyone yet. The main reason for me coming up with this idea was that at the end of our shows we'd have people coming up to us and looking to buy our music and would ask for a specific song that we played in our sets. More often than not, I would have to tell them that the song they're asking for wasn't on any of the CDs that we had available to buy right now. The most obvious solution to this problem is to have CDs made of all of our albums. But unfortunately, it costs quite a lot to do that. And probably the biggest reason why is that CDs are not very good for the environment. So we're trying to do our bit by not making too many of them. I wanted to come up with a way that allows us to have all of our albums available to buy physically without damaging the environment too much. And the idea that I've come up with, and I think this is pretty original, maybe it already exists, but I've never seen it before, and I don't know what to call them, either postcard albums, download postcard albums, album postcards, album postcard downloads. Postcard album downloads. I don't know. We'll just call them album postcards. So here they are. They look the usual standard shape, size and layout as you would expect. I wanted them to look a bit like the kind of postcard you get as a souvenir from an art gallery. They have the album artwork on the front and a track listing on the back. We've printed out the download codes for each of the albums and would either write them on or stick them on the back. You can purchase them at our shows or we can send them in the mail. And some of you might be thinking that what happens if the download code gets to you and doesn't work because the postman or someone else has already used it. Don't worry, because we would email you your download code before it arrives. And if, for whatever reason, the postman decides to steal it and you haven't downloaded it yet, Ivan Campo have made sure that the code works at least 3 times, just in case there's any technical problems when you're trying to download it. Having said that, of course, if you wanted to share your code with a friend or a family member, that's totally fine with us. We really don't mind you doing that. Sharing our music with your friends and your family is a great way to support us. Since postcards are pretty cheap to make, it means we can keep the prices of our albums quite low, which works particularly well at this moment in time for people who might not have that much money but would still like to support our music. We've always wanted to do our best at making our music as accessible for everyone. You definitely won't be seeing us making any box set, deluxe, 10-year anniversary 5-disc special editions that cost a fortune. Because frankly, what's the point? I'm curious to know what your thoughts are on the postcards, so leave a comment below and let me know what you think. I would like to give a shout out to Lavender Emily, who recently sent us this picture of their cat posing with the vinyl that they purchased recently. Emily got in touch with us a while ago to point out some fan art that she'd found on Tumblr. This fan art had been inspired by Diceman and was made by Very Russian Corn, and we think it looks absolutely brilliant. Diceman is looking very sharp. Thanks Very Russian Corn, and thank you to Emily for bringing it to our attention. In the Twitter sphere, we've recently had a tweet from ASD Buddy saying, "Used to love listening to Eam by Ivan Campo Music. Then one day I came upon an article on the history of the village of Eam, and now that song has a whole nother meaning to it and I love it even more." I'm very glad you've picked up on it because it's very relevant to what's been happening in the world recently. The plague arrived in the village of Eam in 1665 and was transmitted through some cloth that had arrived from London. The village made a huge sacrifice and isolated themselves, killing 2/3 of the village's population, but saving hundreds, if not thousands of lives by stopping the plague from spreading to other places. Thanks to ASD Buddy for the tweets. I'm hoping to visit the Village of Eames museum when it's safe to do so I can put together a little video for the song. In other news, Adam sent me a picture of the latest addition to the Campo family. This is George. George is a border terrier, and Adam will be going to collect him soon, and I'm looking forward to meeting him in the next few weeks. Myself, Adam and Will all recently had an online chat together, and we're busy working on 2 new songs at the moment, and we're trying our very best to get them finished so that we can share them with you, and we hope to have them ready for you very soon. That's all from me for now. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you soon.